Good morning, traders, and welcome to a Trading Waves short video where we'll be looking at Bitcoin. But before you can move forward, guys, please do make sure that you do the following. You like the video. Please, if you're not subscribed, do make sure that you do subscribe and also switch on that bell notification just to make sure that if we release this free content, at least you are the first one to be notified. Please do make sure again that you go through and read the disclaimer. Right. So before I can even look at the chart, guys, please do take note that we are currently celebrating the 10 years, and in celebration of our 10 years of the great service, we have a 30% off a special that is currently running. So our courses, they are at 30% off, and also our subscription as well. So you can just visit us there on our web site, that is trading-waves.com. So if you want to learn ELLIOTTWAVE, then you can choose our courses here, or alternatively, if you want to have to subscribe to our plans that we have, you can just get to the pricing and plans that will show you the plan that we have. Again, if for those that are not interested to be part of a group and they just want those one-on-one session, you can just click on the private mentorship. We have a special for you as well there. So somebody is going to be dedicated to you, then we'll give you those private mentorships. So you can choose the number of hours that you want us to spend with there, and we do that accordingly. Right, so let's get started here and let's have a look at Bitcoin, how we have been able, obviously, to trade it and what do we expect going forward. Right, so I'm gonna take you guys to this chart before we can look at the current price action, how we have been able to look at Bitcoin. So like I always say that our services, we includes updating the charts twice a day. That will be London open and also New York open. And we also have a live session every day. That will be at 8 a.m. That will be at 8 a.m. GMT. We have that when London is opening, we have a live session where we spend time with our members. That would be in 45 minutes to an hour just to discuss what is expected in the market and obviously doing some trade setups, getting to the markets. If we have new trade setup, that's what we do. And apart from that, we are always there on a Discord. Somebody's always there to attend to your queries. If you've got any questions, we've got someone that is there to assist you. Right, so Bitcoin, take note, this was the chart from the 1st of May that was shared. Obviously, I should have shared the chart that we were focused that this was going to drop and we wanted this to drop into the blue box. And then from here, this is where we wanted to trade Bitcoin to the up side. So although if you are familiar with our videos that we release over the weekend, you will understand that we've got a blue box strategy where we trade. So this blue box area here, I always say this is a decision-making area between the buyers and the sellers. So very important to know when to buy or where do you buy instead of just doing some guesswork. So we don't do any guesswork, but we keep it simple by just trading in the direction of a trend. Once you spot a blue box in the direction of a trend, that's where we look to execute our trades. I've showed you a couple of times. If you can scroll through the channel here, you would see that I've showed you this was one of the trades that was taken on Bitcoin. This move up. So ever since then, we have not been entertaining any drops on a Bitcoin. Every time Bitcoin dropped, for us, it was an opportunity that you still look to capitalize to the up side. Now, on the 1st of May, so we posted this chart to our members that we are looking at a Bitcoin, that it has reached a blue box here, and we are looking anywhere around this area that the price was going to make a move to the up side. Obviously, like I said it, we do update our charts every day. Eventually, Bitcoin bottom started to make a move to the upside. That was our first entry here. So not that just alone, we look to ride the trend. Like I've said it, we trade the blue boxes in the direction of a trend. So we had a move to the upside upside. This was over a $5,000 move to the upside, yeah, and then pulled back again, yeah. So when we saw this three-wave move structure, we said it again to our member that you might also look for a bullish move to the upside. Bear in mind, we have this year, so we were bullish against this invalidation level. So this is very important to know that when do you get the structure invalidated, or when is the structure still valid. So we're just looking at a Bitcoin after it made this impulsively move that against this swing low here, that invalidation level that you're seeing there, we are still remaining bullish. So where was it pulling back to? It was giving us a three-wave move structure back again, forming that blue box. And from here again, we said to our members, we are looking for the buy here. So against this blue box, while the price is in the air of a blue box, we are looking for this move to the upper side. So that was the latest one on the 8th of May, the trade setup again, the second entry. Obviously, that was shared to our members. Now, I'm gonna the rest of the chart, what happened after, you'd see that one when we go on the live chart. But before I jump into the 1 hourly time frame, I just want to show you this on the higher time frame. So we have been calling that your Bitcoin should eventually make a big move here. So like I've said it, if you've been following us, we have been looking at this to have made the 5-wave move here from this low all the way, and then this to have been your 3-wave move pullback. So if you look internally here, so we have been looking at this one to have been wave 1, wave 2 here, this to have been a wave 3, a 4 here, and then this to be a wave 5, and just this 3-wave move pullback again. So ever since then, I remember very well with a friend of mine, we were looking at Bitcoin and we said Bitcoin was going to bottom. We were using obviously at that time something called a fib time, that it was going to bottom on the 7th of October. And exactly if you check here, that's when we got the bottom, or around that era here on a Bitcoin. So ever since then, we have been calling this move to the upside that whatever happens, Bitcoin should eventually make a move to the upside. So from these lows here, we never looked back. I remember very well, our first trade was around here on a Bitcoin. Yeah, so this rally here, this was just a confirmation that it was going to make a move to the upside. Our first trade was here, even when we made this, I've showed you before, and we have been looking at this. I know a lot of people or some other service providers, they were looking at the price that it was going to do this year and it was going to drop. Obviously, it was a valid ELLIOTTWAVE structure, but we have been consistently looking for this move to the upside inside the members area. Right, so I'm just going to go, I was just showing you or highlighting the bigger picture that we had on a Bitcoin there. Now, coming to around this area here, where we are now. So this is a structure that you saw that we forecasted to our members, that we were very likely to get this to be a 3-wave move, get into the blue box, and then we see this move to the up side. Now, again, I'm gonna go to the 1 hourly time frame, and I'm gonna switch on my labeling here so that you can see what we are looking at here on a Bitcoin. So a lot of people, obviously on the social media, they have been looking at 52K on your Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, what strategy they are using. That was telling them that we are going to get to 52K. I have been very consistent. I've even give you hints on the social media that we are bullish. At the time when we were here, I said we are bullish against the 56K. You can see that on our social media. That is simple because I was looking at that this has validated that we are starting a move to the upside after this impulsively move here, and you look at this to have been a pull back. Before we get to 52K, I wanted to see this 56K to be taken out, but the wave count taught us that we are making a move to the upside here. So I don't know which is why the people were looking for that 52K, but like I said it, I'm not that selfish, but I do give a hint now and then what is my view on a Bitcoin. Now, if you look at this here, Bitcoin now has went as far as around your 72K, almost taking the 72K this morning. Yeah. So now lot of people are starting to say now we are going to see this all-time high. Yeah, I mean, like we've spotted this whole before it can make this move to the upside. Because if you look at this from the blue box where we have our first trade here, just randomly here, this has already made about a $15,000 move from around this area of a blue box here on a Bitcoin. But let alone just this move alone here, we've seen over 11,000 $813 move already here on a Bitcoin. Obviously, we are running the trade already risk free here, partial profit as we move higher here. We keep on taking those. Now, I guess the big question, but it's going to be too obvious now. So for somebody, let's say they are still chasing the 52K, I don't know what they are looking or what the charts are telling them. So this is too obvious that we are going to eventually get to this high here on a Bitcoin. Now, the big question will be what happens when we get to this high here? Do we just swing fail the high or we drop again? So as far as it is, the Elliott wave theory tells us that we should be seeing more bullish move to the upside, and you can clearly see that this is happening across the board in the crypto space. We are still looking for this move to the upside. Yeah. Now, what we've seen here is that this has made this impulsively move up. This being obviously our wave one here. I just want to show you some scenario that you can see here. This to have been our wave two. Well, your wave three, obviously it is coming, but the big question would be where would it come? Now, we are in the wave three. Mind you, we are in the wave three of this intermediate degree here. So it means there's a very big move that is expected here to the upside on a Bitcoin here. But I'm just going to show you short term what is very likely to happen. If you look at this here, looks like it has made 5-wave move to the upside here, or this is just going to complete your wave one, your two here, your three here, your wave four, and then this to be a wave five. So it might even just give us a pullback here. I'm not expecting it to do that now here. This can just keep on making a move to the upside, break the high here. Maybe that's when maybe start to give us a pullback. However, I just want to show you this here, what we could be having here on a Bitcoin. So this could just be your wave one here that made a move. This being a wave two, we could be in a wave three. We get a wave four here, then we get a wave five. Then when we get around this area here, that's when we are completing this wave three in the yellow intermediate, in this yellow degree here in terms of my colors here. So then maybe from here, that's when we might start to see a pullback, but eventually this should be expected that it is going to make a move to the upside. But as far as it is here, obviously, if you've short this here, do not even hope that this is going to drop, because if you do so, obviously you're gonna get liquidated. Yeah, all what we are looking for here, if this does this here pullback, it's an opportunity, or it will be an invitation that we still look for more bullish move to the upside. Yeah, another scenario that we might have here on a Bitcoin is that this is just going to complete a 5-wave move up here, and then we should see a 3-wave move pullback. Now that will be against this swing low. That will mean we are having a wave one in a different degree here. If you do get this pullback here, obviously we will be looking at this to be a 1-2-1-2. Once you get a 1-2-1-2 nesting that is building up here, then that will mean we are seeing a very big move that will be expected on your Bitcoin. Yeah, but for now, just try and chase this high here. Obviously, if you are holding, this is where we're looking to release majority of our positions, because we know from here pullback might be seen here before we can even continue with the move to the upside. So that was just a quick update, obviously here, guys, that I'm giving you here. Once again, don't forget that we are running that special. So if you still wish to be part of our group here, you can just visit that and take advantage of this special that we have here. Right, guys, from my side, that's what I wanted to give you, just a heads up on your Bitcoin. Cheers, everybody, and have a good one. Bye bye.